Hi everyone, it's Guidance in the Silence here with a longer reading, a message of guidance. Uh, Today is a couple of days before the new moon in February. I should think of the date in February, in the think of the month. And there's an eclipse apparently. And if any of you know anything about eclipses, you know that they can cause upheaval, disruption, deep inner questioning about life. If you're very sensitive, you probably find that all the things that you usually find very easy to do don't seem to work. For me, my boiler's decided that it's going to have a leak. So emotionally, that's very relevant. And I'm noticing that when I'm asking questions like, oh, how much is that going to cost? Or, oh, that's quite a lot. Or, how did you come to that figure? Anything to do with money, people are very defensive, and any question I ask, it seems to be taken very weirdly. And I've started to question myself today, thinking, am I doing something wrong? Am I saying something wrong? I wondered if you guys are having a day like that. And then I sort of sitting down, and Spirit said to me, that I needed to do a reading, because obviously there's a lot of that around, maybe not in the way that I'm sensing it and noticing it, but maybe you're noticing harshness, people not getting what you're saying, you're feeling slightly off, slightly odd today. And maybe you need to have a check in and see what's going on for you. So let's have a look and see. I'm just going to hold these cards, and I'm going to ask what questions you need today, and I'm just going to keep bringing them up, and we'll have a look and just see what happens. So if you hear me shuffling behind here, that's what I'm doing. So what's the first card that needs to come up for the collective today during this new moon eclipse season? What do we need today? Let's have a look. Just put these here. There's quite a few here, so I'm going to take them as I found them. Time to relax, take a bath, and soak all those aches and pains away. So this lady, she looks very, very happy and contented in her own space, in the water. And isn't it interesting that there's water in this card? She's in a bath in water. It's an emotional card, but she's happy in her emotions. She's happy in her emotions. Too much weight on your shoulders, time to share the load. Time to get on top of things and tackle the to-do list. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on for you, collective, and it's time to get in that bath and soak away all of that stress. So maybe you are having a stressful couple of days like me, and you need to just wash it all away. Wash away all other people's stuff that's making you feel like you're doing something wrong when all you're doing is asking questions. Because you are a star, and there's something beginning for you at this time. All is working out as it should. Yeah, maybe for me, I can, I'm asking these questions, just innocent questions. How much does that cost? And getting not very good answers back. Is that me, or is that me not owning myself? Maybe you're not owning yourself. Maybe you're letting other people allow you to feel that you're not allowed to ask questions, that you're not allowed to be yourself. Maybe there's a lot of that going on. You're not feeling that you're allowed to be yourself. Why aren't you allowed to be yourself? Is there a problem you can't quite work through? Muddled minds need fresh air, get out in nature, walk, or just sit and calm your mind. Yeah, exactly. She's sitting there thinking, what is going on? What is going on? I'm not thinking straight. I don't understand what's going on. I'm just being normal, and I think I'm being normal. Am I being normal? What's going on? I need to go outside. That is what's going on. So if you've come to this reading today, there's no coincidences. Life is just feeling a bit weird, and I think you just needed to come just to know that, look at that. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be okay. Rest a while in nature. Everything is going to be okay. It is just the moon cycle. It is just you with heightened emotions, and probably the things that are causing the problem, making you feel a bit anxious, are the few things that you need to just have a little bit more time on. You need to stop and rest, regroup, and wait a while. Exactly. There's no point in doing things if it's all going a bit, if it feels a bit, ooh, and a bit, oh God, it feels a bit weird. It's best to just stop, isn't it? And just give yourself a couple of days away from people. Know that it's not you. It's just the environment. It's just because you're sensitive. It's just because you are stepping out of the matrix and everybody else is still in it that you probably are meeting on that day. Feeling lost in the woods with no one to turn to, meditate, ask for guidance, calm your mind, take a deep breath, calm and get still. Know that everything is working out, because if you're at this channel and Spirit's telling me that you all are amazing people, you're wonderful people, done so much in this world in lots of different ways. And I'm sure that a lot of people don't ever ask you what you've been doing and how you've achieved the things you have, because you've been surrounded by people who are just about themselves. People like the people that I've been sort of meeting and talking to today, the people who there's no point in even asking normal questions, because you're not going to get any answers that you like. You're not going to get any answers, because egos seem to be getting in the way, and a lot of people just haven't got the patience for just a conversation anymore. They're too busy. They're stuck in the matrix. They're stuck in their little life of going on and on and on. And when you're not in that anymore, when you've gone past that, when you don't need to be in that anymore, and you know that it doesn't serve you, when retrograde moons come up, they sort of twist everything around and push you back into it for a bit, and it's very disconcerting, I know. Time to start. There is no time like the present. Begin today, as tomorrow will never come. Time to start that journey of contemplation and working out what it is that you still need to do some work on. Friendships are always a blessing. Talk through this question with a trusted friend, or be your own best friend and trust yourself. Yeah. Think about what it is that's really getting in the way. You need to clear all the blocks in your life that are holding you back. Yeah, exactly. This retrograde season, let's call it, I don't know, for me, the moon always affects me about 3 or 4 days before it happens, new moon or full moon. And after it's happened, I seem to be better. I mean, please comment and let me know how it affects you. I know some people it affects you dead on the moon, some people it affects after. I personally find the build up is really intense and I don't sleep. And on the moon day, the full moon day, I feel like I'd really like to go out for a walk in nature and just stare at it. But sadly, I don't have anyone to do that with. So if anyone fancies doing that, let me know, and text me if you go out, and maybe we can all comment and say, oh, I'm out on the moon, I'm looking at the moon, and say what the moon looks like where you are. Where are you all anyway? Anyone anywhere interesting? Please comment down below where you're hearing this message from and how you're feeling in this retrograde season. Are you eating well? Does your body need extra vitamins at this time? Be good to yourself. Yeah, do you need more in your diet situation? Are you looking after yourself, or are you still looking after everybody else? Because, you are enough. Trust in yourself. Love yourself more. Coming out of the fog, clearer times ahead. Well, that's good, isn't it? Coming out of this weird situation that we're in at the moment. But that's what it feels like. Coming out of something, doing all the work, still in it a bit, knowing that there's better times ahead. What do you need right now to help you move forwards in your life? Yeah, I mean, these are the sort of things that the retrograde season brings up, you know, all the things that we really need to look at, all the things that aren't quite clicking yet, just are right in your face. So for me, maybe I'm just needing to work out why I'm not being clearly understood by people. Or maybe I'm not clearly understanding myself sometimes. I think, you know, maybe that's it. If you're not 100% sure what you're doing and where you're going and how you're feeling and who you are, if you're not grounded in yourself completely, you're going to be affected by other people. So is anyone else feeling like that? Not quite grounded? Pretty grounded, but there's just those few things that needs a little bit of work on in this retrograde season. You need a day off. Treat yourself. Find some time in the day just for you. Pamper yourself today. What could you do? Your nails, your hair, have a massage, go for a walk, eat something nice, have a meal, drink some really beautiful smoothie in some cafe. Go and sit by the beach, on the beach even, or by the sea, or sit by a lake, walk up the top of a hill and look at the view. Sit amongst the clouds, let the wind blow in your hair. Have a bath. Listen to some wonderful music. Play some wonderful music. Lots of things. What would you choose? Go and buy something nice for yourself. What would make you feel happy in this retrograde season? What could you do for yourself? Let yourself dream wildly. What do you really want right now? What do you want, collective? What will help you to move forwards? What is it that you need? Who do you need? Is there a new job, a new place you need to be? Many things to think about, I feel. Beauty comes from within. You are amazing. Trust in yourself and keep going. You have all you need to shine. That's wonderful, isn't it? You have all you need to shine. If you come to this message today feeling a bit wobbly, hopefully you'll realise that I'm feeling a bit wobbly too, and everybody else that's come to this reading is feeling a bit wobbly. The retrograde moon is upon us. We all need to work out what we want to do next and who we are. There's nothing wrong with where you are right now, because where you are right now is helping you to become who you're meant to be next. And that's never a bad thing. So keep going, keep trusting, keep journaling, keep meditating. Go and pamper yourself, do something nice, whatever you decide. And know that you are loved by spirit. And I'm sending you all a big hug. Take care in this season. Look after yourself. And I'll send another message soon. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Guidance in the silence. Lots of love.